If you are acting in an immature way, you're not following through, you're not helping around the house, and you just kind of go to work and think that's all you need to do to be married, you're setting it up not to have sex because she doesn't feel like you're part of her world. She thinks she's part of your world and she's there to function, not to relate to. So if those dynamics are going on, your resentment and anger should be towards yourself to get the skills and tools you need to be an incredible lover. Now, if she has issues, undealt rape, undealt abuse, you want to get her counseling and do those kind of things. But the effects of sexlessness on a man, he feels incomplete. He feels, as I said, rejected. He feels unimportant. He feels used. And oftentimes, because a sexless marriage is a dysfunctional marriage, unless it's for totally medical conditions, which we would understand that. But if it's not, it's dysfunctional. And dysfunction creates pain, and pain demands a medicine. So a man might drink, he might overwork, he might medicate with pornography. Again, these are all his choices how he medicates. But if you're medicating, sir, you might need to actually start addressing the issue. And this might take, setting boundaries, getting counseling, or really looking at the dynamics of what she's presenting to you as to why she's not having sex. And if it's not a real solid reason, I want you to look up intimacyanorexia.com. On that website, we talk about intimacy anorexia, which is the active withholding of spiritual, emotional, and sexual intimacy from your spouse. Now, if your wife has 5 of these characteristics, you definitely want to get help. If she's too busy for you, she's not too busy for her friends, her family, her kids, her religious community, her neighbors, but she's too busy for you. If she blames you for all the problems in the relationship or marriage, if she limits or withholds feelings from you, unwilling or unable to talk about her feelings with you, if she withholds love from you, especially the way you like to be loved, if she withholds praise from you, she'll praise others. She might even praise you with others, but she doesn't praise you to yourself. She withholds spiritually from you. She might even be a spiritual leader, but she doesn't connect with you spiritually. She uses anger or silence as a way to control you in the relationship. She has ongoing or ungrounded criticism of you. Sometimes they control her on money, but often you feel like a roommate. You feel married and alone. Well, there's lots of material in married and alone. There's lots of material in intimacy and anorexia. There's even a married and alone Facebook group for men, and that can be also very, very helpful. Being in a sexless marriage, there are many reasons for that. We have a great DVD called Sexless and Married, which I would encourage you to watch because it goes through 6 very different dynamics as to why you might be experiencing sexlessness. It won't take away the pain of feeling rejected, hated, alone, unimportant, disgusted, all the feelings you feel and the rage you feel about this. It won't take away that, but it will maybe help you understand why and take action towards solution. Or you're going to have to address the fact that if this is a permanent situation that she's in by her own choice, by her own will, then you're going to have to decide if that's something that you want to maintain the rest of your life because it will cost you to be neglected. It will cost you health-wise. Men can suffer depression from this, from not being pursued or connected to sexually. Weight gain, which all by itself is significantly health issues. And it's just not fun to be in a marriage where there's no sex. So you just feel so different, unless, of course, it's medical or it's mutually agreed upon. But if it's not mutually agreed upon, you're in pain, sir. And you need to probably talk to someone. Otherwise, you're going to act out in some way. Infidelity is not a solution. Pornography is not a solution. It's just medicating the problem. Confronting the problem is part of the solution, but you want more information, intelligence, and support. So I'd encourage you, call my office. We've been dealing with these kind of issues for 40 years about. So 719-278-3708. And you're going to hear a compassionate ear and maybe be able to get some support so that as you get informed, you can start setting the boundaries, start making your needs known in a clear way that are not offensive. See if there are things that are in the way that you're causing. And if there are, you can address those. But this is a time to really address this. If you're watching this, hopefully you're not at the place where, you're already too far. you've already kind of decided the marriage is over. That's tragic. If you're there and you're staying in the marriage, you're just going to constantly be rejected. And that's not a solution for her or for you. So please give us a call, 719 278 3708, and take some next steps for you.